All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully the echo got fixed. Um, Welcome to the playoff edition of SPNHL Talk with Cuban and Reaper. Reaper is off tonight. Spoke with him. He's actually got some other stuff going on, working on his golf swing. Missed out on the playoffs, so I'm taking the helm here. Asked for some help and brought along the GMs of the other winning series. Goalie man from Toronto Maple Leafs.
What up? What up?
I got Burst Night Out from the Boston Bruins.
What's up, guys?
And then I have Five Star Cock from the Edmonton Oilers.
What's going on?
All right, guys, I appreciate you guys taking some time tonight and joining me on the show. And we're going to go over our playoff matchups that we were in. And then turn that into the preview of the round two matchups of against each other. Yeah, I know I still have a little echo, but it's not as bad as the other one, and I don't know how to fix it. So hopefully I can get through this without the echo being that bad.
It's not too bad on my end, so I think we should be okay.
Well, you guys sound great. It's my echo.
When I talk, I can hear myself echo too. It's like me and you and mine.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not that bad. So I'll start the proceedings. I have our playoff soundtrack here. Hopefully it comes off not too bad. Not too loud for you guys.
It's alright.
No, it's good.
All right. So Calgary Flames here went against the Colorado Avalanche in round one and ended up winning the series 4-1. It was a pretty great matchup. Of course, we won, so I'm real happy with it. The first game, we won 5-4. The goalies were a little bit all over the place. Some EA garbage goals from all over. But at the end of the day, my guys held on, got the victory, and we went on to game two. A lot closer, a lot tighter. Home ice, again, I know I was the only jerk making a big deal of it, but definitely played a role in this game. Maintained the momentum through it, got some goals, and won that one 3-2. And then we went over and played game three and ended up winning 8-2. There was a slight lag out for Colorado's goalie, so we had to restart. But their goalie didn't come back. They had Egg in net, and he hadn't played net all night, and we took advantage. So then we went to yesterday's game, looking for the sweep, wanting to close out. Didn't happen. We ended up getting our butts kicked 5-1. So we go into game five, and Egg went with the same lineup that won game four, which I don't blame him. But I had a different lineup in for game four, so I went with our main lineup in game five, and we won 6-0. So we closed out the series 4-1. Hats off to Egg and Colorado for coming out and putting their best efforts out. Just, my team was just feeling everything, and we ended up just closing everything out. So great series. Looking forward to our next matchup, and that leads me to our next matchup. 5-star. You had yourself a nice little matchup against Nashville and Sporty Spice. So let me pay a little homage to those Sporty Spice people real quick. Hey, Sporty Spice. It's for you, brother. Yeah. One of the hottest teams at one point in SP. 16-game win streak at one point, I think. Maybe 17. At one point, oh, yeah. They were feeling sad and blue after last night. Ooh. But that leads me to Edmonton. Here it goes. Go ahead, bro. Tell us about your series. What happened?
well, game one, we was excited to play, and we went out there with our number one line, Stoner's line, and we found some weaknesses of the defense, and one shot was walking. I can't remember his name, Coley or Cotley or some shit like that.
Copley.
Copley.
Saint Copley.
Yeah, he was walking him all night, and we played against sports a lot, so we know his
Right.
weaknesses, and we just capitalized on them. So
Yes, 7-1 was that final game one.
yeah, 7-1 the first game, and then I said NJ was supposed to be in the net, but Van Doos was just killing it. So I talked to NJ and said, "Hey man, I think I'm gonna keep Van Doos in." He said, "That's fine." So we went in game two, and he had the same lineup, and we just took advantage of what we seen in game one, and came out big on game two.
Yep, 5-4 win.
And we did the same thing in game three. We didn't change nothing up besides NJ
Mm-hmm.
came out. He played a hell of a game.
Yeah, 6-3 win there.
So we beat him there, and then come Tuesday, I switched the lines a little bit. I put Goldmark right wing. I think it was one shot center, and Cash is left wing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Didn't work out too good.
Sports actually was out of net, and he switched the defense.
I can see that.
And they beat us.
4-3.
And then game two, same situation. They switched up on us, and they beat us again.
Yep.
But old Sporty Spice didn't go with the winning line, and he comes out and he puts Copley back in, and there's Sporty Spice in net, and guess what?
You guys killed him.
We killed him.
It was a massacre.
So
I was watching that one. Oof.
That's how we won. I mean, Sporty Spice is a good goalie, but you know what? To get in his head, you get a first couple goals on him, he goes, "Oh, damn it, sports," and he's over. You just keep lighting him up.
When you get him
You
talking
guys
to
really
third
took.
person.
Yeah, I do. I love it. But he's totally right. You get on a goalie like that, especially sports who one or two easy ones and it's over, and that's exactly what happened.
It's not all sports.
And
no. I mean, his defense was terrible. That Copley kid goes for hits and always out of freaking position. I mean, my God. I don't understand, but one shot knew him, and one shot knew how to beat him.
I could see that.
So that was it. So yeah, that was my series.
Yeah, buddy. It was a nice 3-0 lead. You got the gut check, and you came right back to your main line, and you ended up closing it out, and that's a great job on your part.
Can you do me one more favor, Cuban?
Whatever you need, buddy.
Hey, can I hear that song one more time, please?
A little bit more. I got you a little bit more, buddy.
Let me hear it. There you go, baby.
Edmonton looking at that song going next round. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I got one more question there.
What's up, buddy?
So when we beat you, who's gonna do the show?
I think I'm just gonna continue to do the show and just be my humble pie, having you on here telling me how you beat my team.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right.
All right.
But I'm not really thinking that's gonna happen.
We'll see, buddy.
So we'll go over to the East, where Toronto went against Carolina. I picked Toronto in my prediction so far. I predicted my team winning in 5, which they did. Picked Edmonton winning, which they did. So I picked Toronto, kiss of death. No. Goalie Man and his voice showed up. So, Mr. Goalie Man, let me go ahead and hit your music, buddy. You get to tell us how you guys handled Carolina Hurricanes, who I picked preseason.
That's just glorious right there, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, we just knew when you're playing Carolina, if you shut down Street Smurf and you shut down Dirty Tricks, I mean, Surgeon and Plisk are decent forwards, but I mean, those two guys are their main, their main threats. And I felt like they had a better lineup when they went with their first two games and they had Dirty Tricks on defense. Because I just feel
Right.
like him and Street Smurf just don't pass to each other enough. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
they're always,
Yeah.
they're both constantly trying to dangle. And I mean, they're both really good at it, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you stop that, you'll beat them. And game one, we got out to a really good start. Actually, we were up 3-0 or 3-1, and then we just had a terrible second period. Just got walked on and couldn't recover. Picked it up a little bit in the third, but just didn't play our game. Got beaten. Just game one jitters, I guess. I don't know what it was.
Right. Right.
And then game two came out, and we just moved the puck all over them. Beat them. I felt like we completely handled the game the whole time.
Yeah,
Pretty much
7-3
same
score
game
shows
three.
it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we jumped on them early and we just kept it going. It was close in the first, and then we just kind of pulled away. It was, same thing game three. I mean, another 4-goal win.
Mm-hmm.
And then game four, there was a little bit of a controversy. I wouldn't say controversy. My guys didn't understand the rules. My center lagged out like 10 seconds after the puck drop.
Right.
And then, so you have to play it till the end of the first period and pick them up. And well, my left wing and my right wing both left.
Oh.
So then Carolina proceeds to score 4 goals on 3 computers and 2 defensemen.
Wow.
And wouldn't leave, so whatever. We came back, took it to overtime, lost 7-6. Honestly, my guys played great after that.
Right.
I mean, giving up 4 goals at the computer and coming back in 2 periods and putting up 6 goals, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I was happy about that. And then I guess they were angry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my biggest takeaway with Carolina during the preview that I did was their defenseman.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, you have Tricks, but I mean, Tricks on D is great, but he's more dangerous, in my opinion, up front.
Exactly. And I felt like he's their best defenseman.
And for you to say that he's your best defenseman after looking at their defenseman, it totally makes sense.
I mean, he's also their best forward, and it's kind of tough when you can't play him in both spots at the same time,
Right. So you go now. You just lost. Series is tied.
Yep. And then we come
What
out.
happens?
We come out. I put Jay Boro wasn't able to play in that game, and he played a really good game, the first game, but he had to go and do the VG All-Star game, so I brought Irish in, and then him and Cuswell just shut it down. And I'm honestly surprised we didn't score more than 2 goals. I mean, honestly, Keno, Mez, and Clutch usually do. But, I mean, a 2-0 win, can't complain about it. So then I was supposed to play game 6, but they had just gotten a shutout. So I messaged Cuswell and was like, if you want to play, it's all yours. I can't. Right. How can I put myself back in after they just got a shutout? And
You don't.
Yeah, exactly. So I sat out that game too, and they brought it home and won 4-3. And I'm not going to lie, I've never been nervous playing a playoff game, but sitting there having to listen to it on the mic was probably one of the most nerve-wracking experiences I've ever had in SP because I couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was weird being on that side of it, but yeah, they pulled it off, and Bipolar played a great series. And I don't know. I think if we keep playing our game, I think we'll be fine. I really like my top line. I got all my forwards clicking, my D's clicking. I think we're playing good hockey right now. If we play our game, I do think we can beat Boston.
Honestly, man, it really comes to Polar.
Yep, it does.
It really does, dude.
He's been clutch so far, so I mean, if he keeps it up, he played all season. He hasn't missed a game yet.
Right. So good luck in the next round, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That leads us to your opponent. This season's SP's President Cup winner, Boston Bruins GM, Burst Night Out.
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy? Let me hit your jam for you. Legitly, your jam.
That was a good pun.
You like that? Yeah. I totally see Cody dancing in the background.
Dude, you have no idea. He came into the party playing this before we played our last games on Tuesday. So that's why I picked this song. But,
Epic.
yeah, the series was a real surprise at the start because I mean, everyone, you know what I mean? Everyone was saying how we were gonna like blow through New York, and then it started out, and it goes to double overtime in the first game.
Wow.
And both goalies were insane. I mean, Al Bundy had about 24, 26 saves. Same for New York's goaltender, 24, 26. And I ended up getting a lucky move off, to be honest. Spun around a guy, dropped the puck, and then Smitty just grabbed it and toted it into the net. But it was good to get the win. And then game 2, we won 5-2. And then we had to focus a little more coming in and realize that New York was actually, a threat to us. And tried not to look past them again. And then game 3, we won 4-2. And we got a little overconfident coming into Tuesday. And I put in our second line to get our guys their game in and whatnot. But our backup goaltender, I guess, had the flu, he said.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't show, and I was able to put Bundy back in, and I put King up front and Doug back. And we ended up losing, which was rough. And we were also up 2-0 in that game, so that's why it really, hurt even more.
Right.
But I don't know. 3-2 loss when you're up 2-0, and it's 3-1 in the series. It's easy to pull your guys back from that,
Right.
because you're still kind of in control. And then the next game, we put our first line back in, and we came in. We just wanted to finish it before, brought about too much pressure, and we ended up out shooting 20-8. And something that really killed a lot of the momentum is how good their guys were at faceoffs, because they came in just tying me up, and it was just killing the momentum off the start every time on the faceoff. So they had a really good strategy. They really did, and they were a lot tougher than I thought they were going to be. But all in all, it was a really good series. It was fun to play.
Well, in my preview, I pretty much said that you owned New York, and I kind of had that feeling that you were going to do that. And it leads us into what I want to do next, is being 5, looking at you and Goalie Man's matchup. So 5, I'm going to kick it over to you first, brother. What do you see going on with Boston versus Toronto?
Well, I really like Toronto. I mean, if they could shut down Street Smurf and Dirty Tricks, I think they're gonna give Burst and his crew a run for the money for sure. I mean, because let's face it, Burst is not Street Smurf, but I think he's good or good or better than Street Smurf. So
Right.
I think they play almost the same type of hockey, and
Burst pass more.
Burst does pass more. But
Thank you.
the
I had the
thing
most
is,
to say. I was going to say I'm not Smurf, but thank you.
no, but you guys play almost the same type of hockey. You guys are really good on the puck, and since Toronto can shut that down, I think Toronto might pull this one off. Game 7.
7 games going with Toronto.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm on the other end. I'm going Boston. I look at the stats, and I always go with the stats, and sometimes it burns me, but there's something with stats. It's like baseball, man. I'm a baseball guy.
Oh, by the way, my last 2 game stats are in, so.
It's cool. I'm not looking at those stats, brother. I'm looking at the stats for the regular season, because you and Toronto have played already. So there's already, a small little laying of foundation that leads me to push Boston. 1, Al Bundy, surprisingly, is one of the top goalies this year statistically. hands down, will be talked about in the Vezina as this entire team is. You have Doug, Cocaine, and Plastic rotating on defense, and then you got yourself and Smitty. You switched Miguel out. Now you got your brother Steel City, Cody up there with you, and that chemistry. You guys score points and you play defense. And Toronto, Polar is their Achilles. Like, that's it. If you can get to Polar, which I think you will, then put Toronto on their heels and change them up a little bit, you're going to end up winning the series, and I think that's what's going to happen. Not that Toronto's not going to score. They will, because Keno is a beast, and Clutch is clutch. But I just feel that you guys will pressure and put some more forecheck, and that your D-men are a little more defensive based, where goalie man and Irish is more of a forward than a defenseman, even though he's played great. I just feel that you guys have more of an ability to maybe walk Irish and try to sneak into the Polar that way than they have to get through Doug, Plastic, and Cocaine. So I think it's going to be Boston in 6. So there's our predictions. We're going to kick this over to Goalie Man and Burst to preview the Edmonton and Calgary and kind of fire it back at us. So I'm going to go to the rookie. Burst, you started off.
Well, I've played both of your teams, and I don't think I won one time. So to start that off, actually, I think I beat you once, but then the other time I jumped in and we had a new guy in, and things weren't exactly clicking, and we got slaughtered. It was bad. I think we played against Edmonton as well, and with overtime and lost. So, I mean, both of you guys are tough, but if I had to go with it, I gotta see Calgary. And
you hear that, Hodge?
I
heard it.
Me and just about all of Five's team are boys, but I got to go with Calgary because I've played with some of the people on that team, and I know if they get upset, that like the playmaking and the thinking process just goes out the window. And which I'm not exempt from that either. The same thing happens to me, so that's why I'm saying if a couple goals go in early and the goaltender gets a little shook, then it'll be hard for him to come back, because when the goalie's shook, the forwards get shook. And when the forwards are a little shook, it's hard to concentrate. If you make them overthink a lot, I don't think it's going to be that close of a game. I'd go with Calgary in probably 6.
Thank you. And Goalie Man, your preview?
I heard you laugh.
I honestly think it's going to be a really tight series. Edmonton, you know what I mean? They got, people complain about one shot and blah, but him and Cash have nasty chemistry. And ACK Stoner Boy is one hell of a center. That kid's really, really good. He's very underrated. And, I think he picks up some of the defensive slack where those guys can go up and play more offense. I do think when Gui's in the lineup, it's a little, I don't think it's as good. I don't think the puck moves as well, personally, from what I've heard. But it just looks like that stat-wise. I don't, you know what I mean? I haven't actually watched any of their games.
Right.
But I think the difference maker is going to be Jetty. Personally, I mean, he was my goalie. He won 2 Vezinas behind me on defense and fucking tore it up. The kid's an animal. I think it's going to go 7, and I think Jetty's going to be the difference maker. I think Calgary's probably going to pull it off, personally. I think the defense is a little tighter. I think Iachoku should probably win the Norris. He's, honestly, in my opinion, probably the best defenseman in the league, and you have the best goalie in the league. So, I mean, I think that might sway the series. Now, if One Shot and Cash can get going and they score a lot of goals, it could be different, but I think that's what's going to make it go 7.
Thank you. At this point, I'm going to kick my prediction between me and 5, and I'll go first 5 so I can let you sit here and smash me afterwards. I think that my team's going to win the series in 6. I agree with what Goalie Man said. It's definitely going to come down to Jaddy. Jaddy was the difference maker in the Colorado series, hands down. He definitely bailed out our play 2 or 3 times, gave us the opportunity to come down on the ice and put the puck in the net and get the momentum back in our spot. We played each other 4 times. We won 3 out of the 4, but you changed your team completely by the time we played that 4th game. And that 4th game, you still didn't even have the same lineup that you're rolling with right now. I mean, you had Stoner and you had one shot, but you didn't have Cash in. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this series plays out. But I'm going to put the bank on really Jaddy, and then again, Iachoku and myself. It's pretty much that's what it's going to be. It's Uber 5 and his goalie, whoever it is, Van Doster, New Jersey, versus Cuban, Iachoku, and Jaddy. And Iachoku's hands down, I agree. He should be the Norris winner this year.
Like, I know Uber has more points, but Iachoku definitely is better.
That's a different conversation. I'm ready to have that conversation. At Wart's time, I'm all prepped. But it isn't, it's totally Iachoku's season. He's been lights out, unbelievable. I think there was maybe 2 games that me and him talked, and he did some stuff, and I just talked to him about it, and he changed it up, and we went right back to normal. Nothing away from Stoner Boy. I totally agree. Great center. Cash, I know from playing with and against, can find the net. One shot, the kid is on the level of a street smurf, and a burst with the dangling abilities and facilitate. The guy gets a bad rap for always putting it in the net, but he passes, man. He's actually more dangerous than Fish, in my opinion. So it's going to be a tough series, but I think my guys can hold still and focus defensively and win the series. 5, you're up.
Well, I think it's going to be – I know it's going to be tough. And I like that everybody here is saying Calgary, but that is going to pump my team up more. So, absolutely, Jetty is a really good goalie. But I don't know that. I don't know your other defensemen, but I know I got some strategies coming in. I mean, I play with you a couple times. I know your weaknesses, so
right.
I think my Stoner's lines they're clicking right now. If I could have played them in Game 4, I don't think Nashville would have had a chance. So. But I'm just saying it's going to be – I think we're going to go Game 7. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I hear myself into my mic, and it's confusing the shit out of me.
Yeah, dude, I have the same kickback.
Either way, I'm going to have fun. I think it's going to be tough, and I think we're going to take you. But just because everybody thinks you're going to go. You know how that goes.
No, I do, man. And we play the game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we can all sit here and talk about what we feel, who's going to win what, but we still got to go on the ice. We still got to perform.
Yeah.
And you should feel you're going to win the game because the games that we've played, they've been tight games.
Not only that, even in the Nashville, the 4th game we was talking in the locker room how we're going to smack them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And look what happened.
Exactly.
They beat us twice.
That's what happened to us too.
So coming out saying,
I had the same thing in my locker room. I told my guys, I said, I don't want to play the 9:45 game. Go into Colorado, 9 o'clock, end this thing. I don't want to suit up. I'm not playing Game 4. I didn't play Game 1. I didn't play Game 4. I said, close it out. I don't want to play Game 5. And they didn't do it, and the whole time, and they changed their names to like little silly things, broom, sweep, this, that. I'm like,
you know what?
go ahead, enjoy yourself, do that, but back it up on the ice, and they got smacked in the mouth 5-1, and I said, that's what y'all get. Now here I come, Dad's coming
That's
in.
what happens.
Tag Dad in, and Dad's pissed, and we go and win 6-0.
That's exactly what happens. You get too confident. Like let's face it, it's still a video game.
Exactly, man.
Internet connection has a lot to do with it. Like I said, I think it's going to be I see it going Game 7.
I don't want to see it go 7, but
I've been down. I played with the team, and I've been down 3-1 and came back and won the cup. So under that pressure, I mean, I'm gonna try to keep my guys. If you go up on us, we're gonna try to keep calm, and because it is true. If one shot likes to, he gets nervous. You score on us first, second, 2 goals, he gets nervous. But we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna come out. We're gonna fight. Just because everybody thinks it's you, that just pumps us up in the locker room.
good.
I feel like that's what it's going to come down to. Is who can stay the most calm. Because I do feel like it is going to be a close series.
It is gonna, like, this isn't gonna be a lot of 7-1s, 8-3s.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 5-4, 6-4, and this extra goal came because the other team is pressing, trying to tie the game.
And this is that's how I felt too. Like I'm not saying you had an easier team, but you did have an easier team going for first round.
I'm not saying you had an easier team.
Oh no, dude!
No, it's the truth, man. Because like I've been there with a hard team already.
Bro, I played my best line last Friday, so I made sure I got Colorado. Like, there was no messing around with my boys. When we came out on Friday, I was my playoff line to get home ice and play Colorado.
You get what I'm saying, though?
Because I didn't want to face you, and I didn't want to face Nashville.
So I already got one of the good teams out. So I mean, we're gonna take that momentum, and I'll see your ass Friday.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
So that's the
play my song again.
I'll give it to you.
I kind of want to give this guy some pyro.
We're coming for you, Calgary.
Bring it, bro. Bring it.
Edmonton. Woo.
Oh, but tonight. Ooh. We coming, baby. Put your pinkies in the. All right. So we're gonna kick this over to the East. Goalie man, kick it off for us, buddy. What do you think is gonna happen in your series?
I think we're gonna sweep. No, I'm kidding. No.
Sweep out your arena when you lose, maybe.
Hey, someone's gonna have to clean it, right?
I'm sorry.
That's right. No, that's what I love. So
no, but for real, I think it's not going to go any less than 6, and clearly it can't go more than 7. So
right.
I think there's going to be some overtime games in there. I think it's going to be tough. Every time we've played them this season, it's been a 1-goal game. We've never ever had our top lines even match up against each other, so that's going to be kind of cool. So yeah, I'm excited to play them. I do think we can take them in 6 or 7. I think our top line's better. I think Mez, Clutch, and Keno, I mean, they've been clicking. If Clutch would have played a few more games, he would have had 100 points too. I mean, they're all right around 3.5, 4 points a game. You know what I mean? And I know their defense is good, and Bundy's been playing good, but I do think Bipolar is one of the better goalies in the league. He's played every game this season. I mean, I think he's top 2 or 3 in save percentage right now.
He's starting to carve his name, man. Like, the guy's playing this season very, very solid.
I had him at the end of last season, and he's not the same goalie. He's 100%
absolutely
not the same
not.
goalie.
Totally
like,
agree.
He told me he was practicing in the off season, and he definitely was because man, he is seriously, he's legit. He's been legit all season. He's been trusting his defense more, and I mean, he's been winning us some games, man. When we need saves at the end of a game, he gets us in it, and I mean, our team doesn't get rattled. We were down 4 goals because of, you know what I mean, bull crap in that game with lag outs, and we came back and tied it. You know what I mean? We came back against a 4-goal deficit against Boston. I think my team's resilient, and I just think we can pull it off.
Nice.
I'm not saying anything bad against Boston. They're a tough team. It's going to be a good series, but
Yeah, don't be like me and Five talking shit against each other.
No, I mean I respect
The
Burst.
East
Man.
is
He's good.
civilized, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, the West, we're some assholes out there. So, Burst, what do you got?
I don't know. Okay. I don't want to sound cocky.
You have to.
Okay.
You're the best team you're the best
go.
team record-wise in the East, and in the whole SP. You have to sound cocky.
Well, I know one of his bases he was talking about what he's done so far is shut down Smurf and Tricks. And not talking about Smurf and Tricks. But you were talking about how they don't pass as much and they're good on the puck. Well, it's going to be different playing against my forward line and their forward line because we play more as a team. You know, like I didn't get all the assists I did, and Cody didn't get all the assists he did, and same for Smitty from not passing. So instead of 2 guys who are really good on the puck, you're gonna have to work on 3 guys who are good on the puck and share the puck. And then my defense is really defensive. My goaltender has been really hot this season on his first season in net.
Fucking Bundy. Sexy
I'm so proud of Bundy right now. Like, you have no idea.
I literally told Ayachoku if I knew Bundy played net like that, we would have been in the playoffs and won this shit last year.
Yo, I didn't even know. I seen him playing and drop in the net. And I was like, we'll run with it. Like, whatever. And I'm so happy right now. Okay, not in a gay way, but you know what I mean.
I'm with you.
So
I love Smitty and Bundy, the cutest couple in SP.
No, it's a gay way. Don't lie, yo.
Jealous. But yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be a tough matchup. But it's gonna be. I feel like my defense is really defensive, so I don't feel like that's gonna be an issue. I feel like the game changer is gonna be whether they can shut my forwards down. Because what's keeping them in it is going to be bipolar. And if they give us enough room and we can shake bipolar, I feel like we'll have a better chance.
And it's been hard to shake bipolar this year. I will say that for a fact. And for goalie man, even he sees it every night. He's played every single game. And every time we played against him, and I've watched a few of the games, the guys, before you get 2-3 goals on him, and he's done for. Forget about it. You're getting 6, 7, 8. Right now, you just get 2 by him. You keep the puck because it's a souvenir because you ain't going to get many more. So, how many games do you think you're going to go first?
If my team plays the way I know they can, they stay focused, I think 6.
6, you too. You think, okay, nice. Everyone's going 6 except for 5 thinking he's going to go 7. So, I appreciate you guys coming on tonight.
Don't let me down, going man.
I got you.
And,
First, keep doing what you've been doing, baby. I'll see you Monday.
One shot said, Cuban, you better watch out. He's going to make you the new coach.
I'm watching, buddy. Yeah, I highly doubt that.
Hey, man.
I may be blessed with Ayachoku as a defensive partner, but I don't think I'm too bad myself there, buddy.
Well, we'll see Friday.
Yeah, we will see Friday, buddy.
I'm just saying, I've had a top 2 goalie every year in my SP.
Oh, I'm just putting it out there.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm just saying, if you want to be a top goalie, let goalie man be your D man. I'll be your wingman. But seriously, guys, good luck to all of you. 5, man, I message you all the time, man. I told you from the beginning it's going to be us, and here we are, man. Nothing but the best, man. We're joking now, but Friday I know we're going to stop talking, and Saturday you won't talk to me. So I'm going to just take these last few moments to get my good words in with you before you block me and shit on Skype.
Just let me know the password for I can do my own show.
But seriously, guys, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate all your feedback, and this was really fun. And hopefully Monday night we'll be having another show, and I'll have the winning GMs. Yeah, I'll start it up and I'll back out and let you guys enjoy the show.
All right, so you're saying I'll see you on the show Monday then?
Yeah, I'll see you. Yeah, I think I'll see you first on Monday. Don't let me down, Burst. No pressure.
Oh, I got you. I'll see you Monday, bud.
See you Monday, bud. So thank you guys, and
You'll actually see me Monday, but okay.
as always, it's always a joy and a pleasure, and be kind to each other. Virtual hockey player lives matter.